Hello, Guardians. This is Vol ATL coming at you. Today is Friday, April 22nd, and Zur is back in town again. So let's see where Zur is today. Zur is back in the EDZ, and we're going to go to Winding Cove, and we're going to launch into the Winding Cove and see what Zur has got for us this week. Hope all you Guardians are doing well since the last one that came out last Friday. It has been very nice, good gameplay this week. And about the TWAB yesterday, I was looking at maybe doing a review of the TWAB, but I saw the notes that came out and I went, yeah, I don't know if I could dig through all of that. That video might be 2 or 3 hours long to go through all of that. But if you haven't seen that TWAB, there was a lot of changes that were made that Destiny did come out with yesterday. So check out that at Bungie and see what's come out on those. So let's get on our sparrows, and we're going to go over here and see what Zur has for us. All right, as you can see, Zur is back up here on the cliffs at the EDZ. So, of course, you can buy an exotic engram. That's just a random engram that'll drop once you get one of those. Those are 97 legendary shards. So if you don't, you've got all these other things, you might want to pick a random shot as to getting something. Prometheus Lens is a good
Perhaps
rifle.
this is why the
It
Nine
shows
sent
here
me
it's
here.
1,000 rounds per minute. It'll cost you 29 legendary shards. It's got good range and stability on it. It's got good numbers on those. And so if you don't have Prometheus Lens, you might want to add that to your collection. Looking at our hunter class, we've got the Bombardiers, which is leg armor. It's got good intellect and recovery on those. Again, that's below a 60, showing a 58 on those. But this, if you don't have these, you can get these and add them to your collection. And if you get another set that might be a higher stat to drop for you, then you could absorb these into those. But these will give you dodging leaves behind an explosive that detonates after short delay, damaging targets around it. So that's pretty good if you play Hunter class and don't have these. 23 legendary shards for those. Armatarium. It's a good chest armor for the Titan. This one is a total stats on this is 65, which is really good. When you upgrade those will be about 87. Looking at that for those, so that'd be pretty good stats on those. And with the energy on those, you can probably get those a little bit higher with different mods and things you can put on. Recovery is at 17, discipline is at 15, so those will cost you 23 legendary shards. And last but not least, we've got the Getaway Artist, which are gauntlets for the Warlock, and that converts your arc grenade into a supercharged arc soul. Good resilience on that, it is a plus 20. Total stats is 64, which is above our 60 range on those. Cost you 23 legendary shards for that. If you don't have those, you can get the Getaway Artist for your Warlocks. Down here we've got the 7th Seraph Shot Arm, which has full auto trigger. I like a full auto trigger on the guns. I like one pull, shoot, and go instead of having to keep pulling the trigger back on those. So it does have full auto trigger on that. And it's got Zen Moment, which causes damage with this weapon, increases its stability. So this has a 360 rounds per minute on this 7th Seraph Shot Arm. Moving on, we've got the Akelos SMG. This one has dynamic sway reduction and tap the trigger. If I'm going to play SMG, I definitely want the dynamic sway reduction. It's got a lot of stability, which adds to that. If you don't have one of those, you might want to consider this one. It is I really like that dynamic sway reduction on the SMG for my play. And then it's got tap the trigger, which grants a short period of increased stability and accuracy on the initial trigger pull. This one is 750 rounds per minute. This is your Akelos SMG submachine gun. Moving on, we've got the Wolf Tone Draw, which has threat detector, increased reload speed, and stability handling when enemies are in close proximity. Final blows with other weapons improve this weapon's damage and performance for a short duration. The draw time on this one is 680, This is your Wolf Tone Draw Combat Bow. Moving on, we've got the Deafening Whisper Grenade Launcher. Uh, this one has Underdog. It grants a boost to reload speed as your health gets lower. And auto-loading holster. The holster weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time. We've got 72 rounds per minute on this one. We have the Iota Draconis, which is a fusion rifle that has under pressure and high impact reserves. And the under pressure trait is improved stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower, and it's got a charge time of 996 on that one. Temptations Hook, this is in my arsenal all the time. I use this all the time. I call it my slingy sword. So if you play with me and when I ask what a slingy sword is, this one you can use, and it's got a projectile on it where you can shoot it across the field. And I call it you slinging the blade as it goes. So landing 3 light attack hits within a short time grants sword ammo, which is good. And we've got Vorpal, which is another good trait to have on a weapon. Increases damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians with their super active. So if you don't have Temptations Hook, definitely might want to grab this one. It is, like I say, I use this one pretty much in most everything that I play with. Frozen Orbit sniper rifle. I am not a sniper person, but this has Genesis on it, and when you break the whatever you come up, the combatant you coming up on, it will change its hit damage, and it will match the combatant's shield. So if it's void, sword, or arc, it will change to that. So that's a good trait to have, Genesis. And again, you've got Vorpal on this weapon. So 2 good traits. We've got 72 rounds per minute on this one. This is Frozen Orbit. Moving on, we can look at our gear now. We've got the Lightkin set. We've got the gloves, the robes for the Warlock, because that's what I'm on today. Your Warlock bonds, your helmet, and your leg armor for that. So this is the Lightkin set. If you don't have this, you want to add this to your collection. These will cost you like 1,000 glamour and 50 legendary shards to get each one of these pieces. Moving on down, we have our Hawkmoon again and the Dead Man's Tale. And that is what Xur has for us in stock this week. Again, this is April 22nd, and he'll be here through Tuesday the 26th. And hope you Guardians enjoyed this content. If you like it, please help by subscribing, ringing the bell, and putting any comments on the bottom. I appreciate to hear anything, if anything y'all like to see me do on this channel with the Destiny realm. Just let me know in the comments below. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in today, and hope everybody has a great week. We will talk later. Thanks.